I tricked you, buddy. You can't do it. What are you doing? Hi, honey. You're such a good camera boy. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, you guys. My name is Kristen Forgione. I am the founder, principal designer, and creative director of THELIFESTYLEDCO. And I have a super fast video for you today where I'm gonna teach you 7 of the best styling ways to elevate your home. You've probably heard lots of the common ones out there, so I went really deep in my designer brain to figure out how I can help you elevate your home with some very simple tips. So we're gonna start right here talking about decluttering, and I'm in my mud room, and this has been decluttered. As you can see, it's pretty clean and operational right now. Decluttering your space is the fastest way to instantly elevate, take you from looking really lived in and really tired to really luxe and really elevated. So simply put, just put your shit away, okay? Get rid of stuff. If you haven't touched it in a year, if it's seasonal, if there's any way that you can store it and not have to get into it every day, do it. It will instantly make your home look bigger and brighter. Also, don't allow things to be on the ground or in corners. Like, don't stash. That's pretty much what we call it in the design biz. It's like no stashing. So don't stash. If you've got things on the ground or in corners, lift them up, put them in bins, organize like items together, edit your space, and you're gonna be on your way to elevating your home. So tip number 2 in easy ways to style your home and create instant luxe is removing your horizontal blinds. So you can see here, I've removed the horizontal blinds that I had and I went to Roman shades. I then went from those Roman shades and added curtain panels on either side. So yes, it's an investment for sure, but an instant way to bring the outside back in so that you can really feel like your home is bigger, right? We want all of that light. Get rid of those horizontal blinds. They're really, really bad. They're dated. Oh, I know you don't want to hear that, but it's just time to say goodbye. So you can buy in stock Roman shades that fit your window pretty well. So as long as your Roman shades are within about a ½ inch of your window frame, they'll fit your window. Inside mount them and then hang your curtain panels on either side. Go as high as you can with your rod so that you can really get that length and keep them operational. These window treatments, curtain panels, are from IKEA. They're still one of my favorites. They're called Ritva. They're a really creamy ivory white that bounces off a white wall and is beautiful. In case you're wondering what this paint color is, it's from Sherwin-Williams and it's called Snowbound. We'll make sure we link everything in the description. Okay, tip number 3 is interesting furniture. This is a hanging chair and I've got this really interesting, this is actually called a balance board. It's a kid's toy, but what I did is I flipped it over and used it as an ottoman to complement my hanging chair. Interesting furniture is what is going to take your home to another level. I hear it all the time. Is it comfortable? No, it might not be comfortable, but you can only sit in one chair or one sofa or one thing at a time. So that means that with your comfortable furniture, you should also be speccing furniture that has interesting lines, that hangs from the ceiling, that is something abstract shaped, something that's elevated. Use metals. We want to see some conversation in your furniture so that it sparks that and pulls away from your walls. Interesting furniture, like I said, is one of the ways that is really going to transfer your house from builder basic and bland to elevated and luxe. Tip number 4 is white bedding. White bedding instantly elevates your space and is truly the most hotel-like thing you can do. It looks luxe, it feels rich, it's crisp and clean, and will instantly make your room feel brighter. Yes, it's a little bit of a maintenance challenge, so if you have dogs on your bed or you're eating in your bed, or who eats in their bed, I don't know, but some people I'm sure do. But if you're doing anything that is going to leave a mark on your bedding, you just need to be careful. Lay down a blanket if your dogs are on your bed and it'll make your bedding last a lot longer. Truly white bedding, crisp white, is gonna change everything. The only thing worse than like purple bedding, I think, is dingy white bedding. So be prepared. You probably need to buy a new set once a year because as we know, when we wash whites, they get a little bit more dreary. But you want your bedding nice and crisp and it's instantly gonna elevate things for you. Tip number 5 is built-ins. And while I wouldn't consider this as instant as some of the other tips, it really is a game changer. It's going to make things look so elevated and custom. Why? Because they pretty much are custom. So this is a custom built-in. You can see right here, I've got decor on this side, I've got my TV here, and I've got a ton of storage. Built-ins are also an opportunity to be able to hide things strategically, like your printer. My printer's in here. Lots of games, charging stations. You can work power into the design so that it can become really seamless. The only thing I want to caution you about with built-ins is they can get really big really fast. And when they're too big in a small space, it can actually end up making your space look smaller. So make sure you're listening to your cabinet designers or whoever you're working with for your built-in, or you're working with a professional design team so that you can make sure that you nail that scale and end up really helping to elevate your space versus hurting it with a built-in that's too big. Tip number 6 is to make sure that you're incorporating texture. Texture will instantly elevate. This is a great example of texture. This bar stool is woven, so it's got that textured kind of feel to it, pattern, print, whatever you want to call it. Use texture in pillows, use texture in interesting furniture that you pick, texture in your wall art, texture in throws and blankets. Anywhere you can get it, use it because it's going to elevate things so much more than anything else. Tip number 7 is outdoor living. Do not forget your outdoor living spaces. Make sure you're decluttering out here, make sure you're using texture, make sure you're selecting interesting furniture. So all the tips that I already told you for inside can definitely translate outside too. One of the major things though with outdoor living and styling that will instantly elevate your home is 1, your color palette, and 2, specifics of what you're actually picking. So go for solids out here. I know it's tempting to go with those like cabana stripes and bright colors, but if you're looking for that tranquil feeling, organic desert living, our trademark aesthetic, we're never picking anything that's really bright colored. It doesn't feel tranquil and natural. We want the elements to help ground you and neutralize things so you feel really at home and at ease. So use solid colors, don't go for anything bright, use that texture, and in something as simple as umbrellas, use white umbrellas. They have a little bit of maintenance to them, so you're going to want to make sure you select an umbrella that has a canopy that can be removed and you can throw in the wash. We'll link some here in the description. And make sure you talk to us because we want to know how it's working out for you. But overall, if you select a white umbrella with a white pole, it almost brings the clouds like down into you and it makes it so bright and white and tranquil. I hope these 7 tips will help you to transform your home and instantly elevate them. Make sure you talk to us in the comments, like and subscribe. We're keeping the content coming at you, and I'll see you next time.